Here we are, Christina Keller and Tommy Savitt, aka the Tommy Lama. We've been touching on some really interesting subjects, and I got to watch your show Monday night, and it was so well received by media. It's really a fun show. We were talking about your audience interaction. One thing I noticed and other people commented on is the pacing. It doesn't have that frenetic, like boom, boom, boom in your face. And I guess it's because the way you do the chime thing and your whole aura, it's like a little like wave coming over you. And, but it is funny. There were children in the audience. I want to compliment you because I like it because you don't use vulgarity. Although some of your little jokes are pretty funny. I don't know if those little boys were getting some of that.
Well, that's the beauty, is you can bring your kids to me and they won't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. You block their little...
There's innuendo, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's safe. There's no language in the show.
Right.
So if you can't afford a babysitter, it'll save you money. Come bring them to my show.
Yeah. And it's more like the Viagra type.
Yeah, it's just all nothing, harmless
but
stuff.
the adults got it, and it certainly was well
because
placed
I'm here
and
for
funny.
the adults.
Yes.
It's adult humor, but safe for a child.
And you have some ethnic stuff in there that is really funny. And pardon me, I mean, everything seems so volatile out in the real world. But you managed to you did that little Mideast shtick. And it's kind of funny because actually, when you think about it, meditation, all that does go back as far as the Middle East,
Sure,
with yoga and all that. So, how do you know where to draw the line? I mean, do you ever base anything like look around the audience and see what the mix is, or
no, no?
It's
this is my temple. You remove your shoes. You dip your hand in honey as you get it licked by one of my disciples. You entering the dome. So this is my temple, my teachings. We do what I instruct. It's about you, to help you find problems you never thought you had.
there you are.
Because you think you're coming in happy, I will break you down only to bring you back up again.
As a new person. And a better person.
Absolutely.
Cleansed.
That's the teachings.
Love that.
Yeah.
I'd made a comment earlier that today is the 13th of July. And it's not Friday the 13th, but you kind of had I felt a little vibe when I said the number 13. So do you have a little...
Well, listen, this is a place of the vice of gambling, the king of gambling.
Yes.
And 13 is an unlucky number. You should always avoid it. Take Ocean's 13, for instance. I mean, there's no
Avoid
proof.
it like the plague.
Yeah, I mean, so I think the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but gambling has a bad name. I learned fractions, 7 to 1, all the kinds of stuff. You learn lingo. I learned about different cultures. Not only there's an Italian mob, there's a Bulgarian mob.
Any Romanian mobs?
Of course, there's Romanian mobs. So you learn about different people, different ethnicities. The beauty also is that, you know what gambling does?
Break you.
No, it's beautiful because it creates bigger problems. It makes you forget the ones that you were initially stuck on.
Oh, that's true.
And you know what? It gets you out of the house, literally.
Yeah, literally
Right.
There
Gets
goes
you out.
There goes bye-bye house.
Yeah, it does a lot of wonder. And can I tell you something? That's why I'm against my competitors, the AA Anonymous, the GA Anonymous, because they're really a shill. What do they serve there? When you go, what do they serve there?
I haven't been.
No, but what have you heard of, seen in the movies? What do they serve? When you go to these meetings.
Coffee.
They're a shill for the coffee industry.
Oh,
you see?
course.
They want you off the booze, the gambling, so you could get hooked on their caffeine. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting practice.
That's true. They drink coffee 24/7.
This is the junk food industrial complex.
So there's some
soda and cookies. They're all in cahoots here.
Sugar.
I'm a marked man for saying this. Like,
could be.
I'm going to have to get protection. But once again, it's not about me. It's about you.
I could recommend somebody for your protection. This guy named Norm Johnson. Get him to be your bodyguard.
Well, I hear he's got good biceps because from the steering. He's a race car driver. I need a guy with upper body strength.
Norm's been on my show before. He's really a great guy, and if anybody knows the ins and outs of Vegas and PR and all that, it's certainly.
I'm going to be escorted out through the back.
Can I go with you? I mean, there could be somebody lurking out there.
You're
watching
not wrong.
us live.
You're not wrong.
No, Now, back to the audience thing and the participation. None of the people in the audience, you've never seen them before, right?
No.
And yet, it just works. I mean, well, obviously, you make it work. That one guy was a little difficult about the will, but like you had talked, we talked a little bit on the break.
And I was asking him to do a resonate. I also do sound healing. But to resonate, I wanted him to make the sound of a babbling brook, and he was doing a cat noise.
Oh, wrong.
Right?
He must be a Scorpio, saying.
He thought he was being funny.
Yeah, and he didn't.
And it
even do
wasn't.
that well.
All he did was make people not like him as much.
Right.
Okay? And then I have to now
cleanse it,
and I have to do an exorcism. He's lucky I didn't take out the incest. And by the way, incest is only something that should be done at home.
And it's relative.
Yes.
Yes,
it is relative. You're very good. You'd make a great student.
Well, who knows? I mean, the day is
By the way,
young.
that was.
Oh, the runaway.
That was.
Oh, that was the soft touch.
It was a soft touch. You see, with the iron fist
Yes.
comes the soft touch afterward, like a pimp.
Okay. Well, what do you think of pimps in town, or should we not even go there? Can you cleanse us of the pimps and the prostitutes?
Listen. I'm working on everything.
Okay.
I've been working on strippers. I'm fighting for them. They're spiritual. They help old men remember what to think of when they take Viagra.
Just think about it.
Yeah, and they learn that there's more to life than golf.
Yeah.
And how regular they are.
That's true.
It gives them a distraction. And they make good wives. You get a discount at the lingerie places. They're known there. They're incredible things.
Yeah. There's a place for everything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I'm doing great missionary work with the porn slappers. Those people with the cards. They need to be unionized. With those escort service. When you walk the streets of Vegas, they're slapping. They're called porn snappers.
I had
slappers.
no idea.
Well, I'm calling them
and
that.
I've lived here for 30 years.
Well, on the strip, they're just snapping.
Yeah.
And they're people too.
So what is there?
Like I'm fighting for them. I'm trying to form them a union. It's hot
Yes,
to walk around like that.
It is very hot.
And what's wrong with them taking an adult swim in the Bellagio water fountain once in a while?
Oh.
And why can't they wear what they're advertising?
Nothing.
Thongs.
Oh,
Exactly.
thongs,
Let them walk around and let them breathe.
They do that down on Fremont Street, though.
Well,
Have you
Fremont,
been down there
yes,
lately?
Fremont, yes.
I think that whole area needs a superior kind of a total cleansing, don't you?
That's what I bring my cymbals for.
You have
And my
cymbals?
singing bowl.
And a singing
Yeah,
bowl?
I got to bring out the artillery.
When you go down on Fremont Street. And your show's different. How long are you going to be at the Trop? We need you for
Right now,
a long
listen,
time.
this is as long as it takes for me to cleanse this place.
Boy, that is noble of you.
Yeah, this could be forever.
I was
This
thinking
could be
that.
forever. Technically speaking, this is a limited engagement because you got to set goals. This is what I teach. You set goals and you accomplish them. Right now, hopefully, I'll be done by September 4th, but I suspect my work is cut out for me for a lifetime.
Yes. And you must have a ton of material, don't you?
Tons.
I mean, and you're
It's
talking
endless.
about bringing out even more artillery.
More
as you
artillery.
said.
More. It's not enough.
Do you think it's going to just get more intense as you go? I mean, Monday was your opening with media, and I think you were just like letting everybody feel the vibe and the energy. And again, it was so enjoyable. And now you're going to start getting on a roll, I take it. And
I'm going to get blowback. I'm going to get blowback.
Whoa.
There's people that don't want me here. I'm hurting the economy.
Could it be any mob-related type of...
All of them. I wish it was just one. I wish we could isolate. That's why I changed my name to the Tommy Lama, so no one could find me under my real name.
I got it. But you could bless them all.
I do bless.
And when
It's
we
all
come
about
back,
love.
we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just 5 minutes. Don't go away. Let's talk a little bit about mob cleansing, if you will.
Sure.
And maybe if we have time for that. So don't go away. We'll be back in 5 short minutes. Big Shout out to the Red Roof Inn. Love them on Paradise, across from the Hard Rock. See you in a minute.